The writer's garden for me, I came at this from the standpoint of an improviser, and so the very first time that I realized I was in real trouble as far as the writer's garden need, without really having fully understood what a system would mean. I was in a place where I was used to talking extemporaneously about certain topics. I had a large amount of knowledge that I was using in those talks, but suddenly I was in a blog post challenge with Jason. And after a certain number of days, I don't remember, we did it for like 3 months, and I don't remember how long it took before my extemporaneous speaking approach to writing started to be, I would get to a day and I'd be like, I don't feel like I'm ahead enough to really do something of quality today. I felt like I have no problem with quantity. I can talk forever. I can improvise in front of people. It might be nonsense, but they'll be entertained. They'll have a good time and we'll have fun together. But if you wanted to write a blog post that had any quality to it, there needed to be more underpinning it that was really true and helpful and honest. And I started to feel like, what am I going to do here? And that was when the writer's garden, the whole conversation started with Jason and I, where he pulled
I've been
certain
wondering
elements
if
of it from.
writing that blog post was one I did of the challenge. I'll have to look.
Yeah, but the thing that I realized was all I really needed to do was take two ideas and just stick them together and see if two ideas that were really powerful might have something to do with one another that would be worth writing about that I hadn't written about already. So it's like I covered all of these very vocabulary-based blog posts, very just systematic, apply to your own life or to your own business. And then when it started to get really difficult, it was like, okay, what am I going to do? And I started to take ideas and it's very improv oriented. How does this idea plus this idea get joined together into something that makes sense and is valuable or is at least fun and entertaining? And so that was the big aha moment for me was you're never really done with a seed. You may have grown that seed into something, but it's going to still be able to be taken at its most atomic level, at its smallest part, and be combined with something else to make something new and cool as well. There's an app, I play it on iPhone, and I think it was called Alchemy, but it was essentially you started out with just these basic elements and you would drag an element and another element together, and then it would go blah, 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 and it would turn into some sort of machinery, or it would be like, oh, this plus this equals this, and you could grow things. If you combined these two things together, you got a steamship, and if you combine a steamship plus this other thing, you got an industry or whatever. And that's kind of now writing is more playful in the same way that improv is, because when I go into the writer's garden, I'm not just looking to see if something needs to be audited or do I need to take this to the next level, but also you'll just walk along and think, oh, that thing that I do need to audit also has an element that I can now apply to this new thing I learned. So what's that from the perspective of the new thing? What's the old thing in perspective or in relationship to this new thing? Aha. And now you've got something new to talk about.